Hello everyone, I am Torior and welcome to World Warfare and Economics. It's a new grand strategy game slash geopolitical sim slash economics simulator, which is extremely complex, as you will see in a moment. This video is sponsored by Okron Studio, who are paying me to show you the game. Follow the link in the video description to check the game out, and remember that doing so helps out the channel. Now let's get to it, shall we? There's a lot of countries you can play, and I do mean a lot, an entire world worth of countries. So yeah, we can play as Zimbabwe, but we are of course going to play as Poland, starting in the year 2020 in a real simulation. There are 4 levels of difficulty: easy, normal, hard and realism. We'll do realism and get killed probably. And you can simply turn off the pandemics. Wish you could do that in real life, huh? So we'll do just that. And unlimited resources. Tempting, but that's just cheating, isn't it? And I will keep the tutorial off because I already went through it. Alright, let's go. And here we are, my beloved Poland. The year is 2020 and I have big plans. The game is extremely complex. You manage a lot of aspects here. First off, we need to set a budget for our country. And there is a lot of factors at play. Not just auto set everything to default values. I guess we'll decrease welfare and increase the military budget as much as possible. Resources, yeah, I'd like to increase that too, maybe a bit less, to keep inside the budget allocation concern, but we don't really have to stay in. Confirm the budget. Oh, did I allocate research spending? I didn't check. I didn't allocate any research spending. That's fine. If we were to change the budget again, we would need to spend political influence. Let's start with our plans. I have a very devious and very cunning plan that I would definitely not want to happen in real life. I'm gonna kick off World War III by using diplomacy. First off, we want to befriend Ukraine. I'm going to send a lot of envoys to their country. Alright, I should do this slower, right? Because it's very complex. I right-click on Ukraine to interact with it, then go here, and I'm gonna send them my envoys to increase our relations and become friends. Let's also normalize the interaction between our countries. And how about a trade deal? I definitely could use some iron. See, we can use the deficit, then adjust the price so they would accept, and add to pending deals. What else do I need? Definitely need some household appliances. Match the deficit. Getting the trade deal will also improve our relations with them. We need to be friends. How about some water? Okay, good. We do have the money for it. And maybe steel. Okay, let's just send all these offers. They accept. So this way we will maximize our relations with Ukraine. Why? Because I want to ally them for when the inevitable happens. Foreknowledge for the win. We're not researching anything because we don't have any research budget. We're not manufacturing any units, but I don't have the resources for it. We're not changing any laws, policies. Oh, right, I have not shown you that. See, we have allocated the budget. Now I can go into sectors and, for example, build hospitals with the budget we have allocated. Can be really deep in micromanagement here. Let's do nationalized media so we can do a lot of propaganda. How about that? Yeah, but that's not what I wanted to actually do here. If we go into laws, you can adjust a lot here. For example, if we go to the environment, then to laws, you can impose fines on people who walk their dogs and do not clean up after them. Now that's what I call an in-depth simulation. Let's activate that particular law. Now, if we go to resources, we do have some deficits, and it would be nice to remedy them. So, who's gonna sell me aluminium? Hey, China, you got some? It would be nice to be friends. You don't. I'm gonna need electronic chips too. Are you going to sell to me? Yes. Okay, let's do that. That should improve our relations. And some textiles too. Cheap textiles from China. I'll send these offers. Maybe we can befriend them and maybe even ally them. Who else can we buy from? How about Sweden? You do have aluminium and I need a lot of it. Give me all your aluminium. And some Swedish pharmaceuticals too. Do I need Swedish bread? No, we have our own Polish bread. Alright, done. What else do I need? More aluminium, some animals. Oh, I do need bread actually. Hey, Ukraine, you want to sell me more stuff? Because I do need to befriend them quickly. Sell me bread. And sell me animals. Yeah, we'll make sausages out of them. Or not. Maybe they'll be pets. And cereal. And that's about all they'll be willing to trade. Just the green ones, usually. Send the offers. Excellent. Oh, I forgot one thing. See, if we go into finances here, well, we are in debt, of course. But there's one thing you can do. You can print money. This is going to increase my inflation, most probably, and also make my currency weaker. But what I can do is just pay off the debt with the money I've printed. We just need to print it in secret, so the other countries do not realize how worthless it is, and then quickly pay off the debt before they realize. Should we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Print money, all the money, and pay off our debt. Excellent. With that one simple trick, we are debt-free. Now, we are a member of NATO. One of my aims is to make NATO stronger so it can defeat everybody. Now, time for some diplomacy. First off, I'm going to invite Sweden into NATO. Everybody likes Sweden. Come on, Sweden, join us. Oh, and let's do the same to Austria and Switzerland. Switzerland is a pretty good military nation, isn't it? NATO. Oh, and the European Union too. Maybe they'll agree. Maybe they like me enough. And do the same thing to Ireland. Come on, join NATO. And how about Moldova too? Join NATO, please. And the European Union. What I do is I put forward the motion and then the countries will have to vote on it. I will also extend the same courtesy to Ukraine. Now, it's probably not going to work just yet, but let's get all the countries of the European Union and NATO accustomed to the idea of them joining. Pulling Ukraine into NATO is a central part of my plan. Let's speed the game up a bit, let it happen. Also, I do have some army to deploy, don't I? Can we produce new units? I am missing some resources. Perhaps after all the imports come in and I stockpile some, we'll be able to. For now, though, we do have some produced and we can deploy them. We can just deploy everything in one single powerful unit, or we can separate them. Let's separate them. A little bit of everything, how about that? We should also buy some stuff from the Americans, shouldn't we? Deploy the unit here. Yeah, let's see if we can buy some American military equipment, because I did increase military spending. Offer arm deal. So you have some tanks. Let's see your current inventory. Maybe you can just buy something old on the cheap. M60. Yeah, sure, how about I buy your tanks? On the cheap. Let's add it 4 times, depending. Is this going to work? I'm not sure. Send all offers. Rejected. Too cheap. Alright. Don't get your pennies in a twist. How about that? Accepted. Okay. Another deal. Accepted. M1A1. Got a lot of those. How about you sell me some? And another. I need to buy them in small batches because if I order too much, it's gonna take forever to deliver. Not really sure why, but that's how it works. I'm printing money willy-nilly, so preferably I just want to buy all your stuff as much as we can afford. I'm gonna need a lot of manpower for these, aren't I? And with that, I have bought almost all the tanks the Americans have to offer. With the money I have covertly printed. They don't know it's worthless yet. Right, that should suffice for now. I think they're already delivering them. Deploy. Deploy the rest. I'm gonna need a lot of equipment in the field. Oh, I don't have enough tank-trained personnel. You know what, let's just train more personnel. Increase more. Yeah, that's gonna be nice enough. Spend all that on tanks. And train more armor personnel, please. Does it mean I can deploy all the new tanks now? I'll wait for next year. We have time. Besides, we already have quite a lot of troops in the field. Join the European Union. Speed up the voting, please. Come on, join us. We're expanding, and Moldova too. And Ukraine, please. Ukraine will not get in. I did expect it, but if we get closer to them, improve our relations, and keep requesting, then eventually it should work. Turkey doesn't want Austria in there. Switzerland, come on in. Everybody's joining the Allies. The UK doesn't want Ireland to join, which actually makes perfect sense. Come on, Ukraine, join NATO. Oh, you cheeky bastards, you did not agree, United Kingdom. And Switzerland was against it too. Damn it, maybe I should not have invited Switzerland. We'll work on it a bit, it should eventually happen. Now let's speed the game up. Pet dropping fines has successfully passed. We have done good for this country. Oh, and down here is the news bar. Austria joined NATO, so everybody has signed a normalization agreement with them. Speaking of agreements, trade agreement with Ukraine, please, and economic agreement, and alliance. Now that we have an alliance with them, it should be easier to get them into NATO and the European Union. Let's try again. And I don't really need those envoys there anymore, since they do like me a lot already. Thanks to all the trade deals and all the envoys. I'll just keep one. It's still going to increase our relations. And I'm gonna send all these envoys to China. Why China? Well, I am hoping to befriend them. Maybe when shit hits the fan, if they like me enough, they will not interfere. Come on, let Ukraine join. It's gonna kick off World War III, but it's gonna be fun. Come on. Agree. European Union. Lithuania is on our side. Switzerland is against it. Bloody Switzerland, I should not have invited you. About NATO? Agree. Bloody Switzerland. I'm gonna keep doing it. I am not giving up on my plan. Come on, Ukraine. Bloody Switzerland is against me. Ah, Turkey's on our side now. It's shifting. Can I increase my personnel further? Yes, I can. Good. More armor personnel, please. I'm going to be deploying lots of tanks. A lot of people are condemning my deal with China. Well, I need to befriend China, so don't worry about it. And normalization agreement, please. Oh, can I get China into NATO? That would be hilarious. It won't work, but it will be fun. Alright, let's continue. And there's diplomatic options. I can condemn or support or ignore the actions of different countries. Like if we go into news, we can see all the things that happened. Like we signed a normalization agreement with China and other countries can react to it. And we can do the reacting too. But I will not focus on that. Our political influence is better spent elsewhere. Come on, European Union. Switzerland is my enemy in this. Oh, did they join actually? Did they join the EU? Because there were 2 for and 1 against. Looks like it might actually work. Alright, it's going better. See, Switzerland, UK and Iceland still opposed us on the NATO, but Luxembourg no longer opposes us. So if I understand correctly, they've joined the EU, right? Yeah, we made Ukraine join the European Union. Now, the relations with all the countries in the European Union will increase. Actually, how about I invite Britain back to the EU? Yes, I know they left, but that was a silly mistake. I do like playing, the political nudger of countries. Alright, everybody wants UK in the European Union. Let's agree. Ukraine is against. I am not surprised because UK blocked their entrance into NATO. But now they're both in the European Union, I think the relations will normalize a bit. Maybe they'll be friendlier towards each other. And I can make NATO happen. Same with Switzerland. Okay, Iceland is against, Lithuania is for, I am for, Poland is for, UK is against, and that's it. Switzerland changed their mind. I have got Ukraine into NATO with my political meddling. Excellent. Now, China, my friend, can actually make it happen. What if I ally them and then fight their other ally? Actually get you into NATO. It's not going to work, but I have to try. It's impossible. China could never join NATO, but I'm going to propose this just to see what happens. I have to, since the option exists, Oh, and Mongolia too. Come on, once again, no way this is going to work, but I have to try. Oh, the year has ended. How are we doing? Not so great, not so bad. Okay-ish. Our diplomacy score is pretty high. Military is amazingly high because we deployed tons of units. Resources, okay-ish. Alright, we can invite Japan to NATO. Sure, because there will be a war with Russia. I have knowingly manipulated the world into World War III. It's fine because this is just a game. Now, budget. Let's auto set the default budget, but we're going to increase the military budget as much as possible. Confirm everything, please. And with that, we're almost out of money. However, I could just print again. In the long term, it's going to ruin my economy. Like, make the inflation higher. I think the inflation increased by 0.4 and my currency strength will go down. Do I need to do that? Should I do that? Probably not. But we could buy more stuff. Printing money is a bad thing, isn't it? But I can do it once a year. I can do it towards the end of the year if I so choose. Oh, and I got new recruits, didn't I? Which means we should be able to deploy some units. Like the huge amount of tanks we bought from the Americans. Already too much personnel. Alright, this will have to do. Well, we'll have them for reinforcements, whatever. Maybe I should be buying infantry transports and stuff like that. More troops deployed. China joining, yeah. See, 21 countries against, 1 country for, 2 abstained. Alright, who's that? Mongolia. Oh, really? Okay, this is funny. They actually want Mongolia joining NATO. I think it's silly and stupid. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm all for it. We have just extended our border. And Japan as well. Yep, seems like my political influence is greater than I thought it would be. Can I get India too? It's not gonna work. Or Kazakhstan. Oh, Kazakhstan would be great. Yeah, let's really lean into the Russian narrative that NATO is encircling them and actually do that. North Korea, no, let's not be silly. Oh, maybe Georgia. You want Georgia and NATO and the European Union. Come on, it's not gonna work, but I gotta try. Oh, and Serbia too. Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Montenegro. We're stronger together. Come on, join us. Let's all be friends and see what happens. Kazakhstan. Nobody wants them in except Ukraine, Turkey and me. Well, I did expect so much. I think Mongolia joining might have been a fluke or some sort of a bug, but I'm all for it. It's gonna benefit us a lot. Georgia. Oh, you don't want Georgia to join? That's fine. I might actually make them join the European Union. Okay, so maybe in time they'll join NATO as well. Now, since I did increase the military budget, I maximize the recruits. Not enough budget. How many can I get? Oh, that's a lot of conscription. Armor personnel. And we have no reserves. That's fine. Next year, we're going to deploy lots of tanks. And you actually want Serbia and the European Union, and nice, and Montenegro, and not so keen on Bosnia and Herzegovina. NATO is a different matter. Well, Montenegro might get into NATO. Every little bit helps. We already got Ireland, Switzerland, Austria. Why not Serbia? And Armenia and Azerbaijan. I'm going to keep trying to add countries to my alliances. We're stronger together. Oh, we have not signed a trade agreement with China. Let's do that. We have a big difference between our ideologies, so we cannot ally China. Oh, damn it. That's a pity. I wanted to be friends with them. Because, see, they kinda are chummy with Russia here. If this works, it's gonna be so funny. I need to try again. Come on, China. Join NATO. Mongolia is already in it, and so is Japan. Oh, I could get South Korea in, probably. That could help too. Bosnia and Herzegovina joining the European Union, and actually working. Alright, good. And over time, that will increase the relations, perhaps let them join NATO as well. It looks like Serbia has joined NATO. Now we just need Bosnia and Herzegovina to do so. How about Thailand? Can you be my friend? You could be, if we improved relations enough. Yeah, everybody's against China joining NATO. I am not surprised. I had to try this. Let's wait for the next year and prepare for conflict. South Korea. Oh, you're actually all in favor of South Korea joining. Good pick. Now, I'm hoping my friendship with China is going to stop them from fighting NATO. That's probably not going to be enough. Regardless, I got to try. Let's print some money. Well, our currency is still worth something. A lot of it, please. Yeah, it's gonna destroy it, but once we conquer a lot of Russia, our currency will become stronger, I think. Now, we don't really have a lot of public approval. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter because we're not the politicians. We're the people behind the politicians. So whoever is in charge, we're still really in charge. Elections have started. How's our military? How's our diplomacy? Okay-ish. We did a lot behind the scenes. Our military is number 8 in the world. Excellent. We're gonna make it even better. It's a new year. It's a new budget. It's a new military budget. Confirm everything. Andorra wants to join NATO. Sure. The more, the merrier. Right, military. Personnel. Can we get more? Maximum personnel. Let's increase armor, but leave some empty. Okay, and deploy all the infantry we can get. Almost everything. We can deploy almost everything. Yeah, just left with a lot of M1A1. A lot of them. Manpower is our limiter. Well, let's wait for them to deploy. Did they deploy already? Looks like it. Right, get all the divisions we have and send them over here. Same with the planes, because we know what's gonna happen and we're gonna use it for our purposes. Our army is actually quite powerful now, and while it might not be as strong as the Russian army, we are not alone. Get closer to Kaliningrad. And we are ready, because soon bad things will happen. We will be prepared. And there it is. As expected, Russia has declared war upon Ukraine, but this time, and yeah, those are weapons of mass destruction, which is very unfortunate, and we're gonna get targeted by those too. But if we go to wars, military wars, well, we are allied with Ukraine, and so we are going to join this war, and there will soon be others joining. Now, Russia is occupied here, and they will be occupied with all the NATO countries, possibly including Mongolia, South Korea, and Japan. Yes, we orchestrated that. I am going to take my 23 divisions and distribute them all over Kaliningrad and occupy it. Go. I do have anti-missile defenses in my country. Hopefully they will work against all those mass destruction weapons that the Russians are launching. Right. There are no Russian forces here in Kaliningrad currently. Oh no, there are some. Italy has joined. Serbia has joined. Everybody is joining. And let's deploy our navy here just to make sure the area is protected. Fight. Captured by Poland. We are gradually capturing the provinces, as you can see. Are you navally deploying those? Come on, help in the fight. Well, we do have the upper hand. Where are they coming from, though? Alright, this has all been captured. I think it's time to move out. Let's see who is involved in the war, by the way. Just Russia, and just the 6 of us, but more will join, I'm pretty sure. After all, Ukraine is a member of NATO thanks to our machinations. And as a member of NATO, we have military access through the Baltic states. So, with these 23 divisions, what I'm going to do is capture stuff over here. Let's just go this far for now. Speed it up a bit. And forces all across Europe are moving. Now, the weapons of mass destruction are a bit of a problem. Oh, did Belarus join? I see stuff coming from their territory. No, they did not. We are moving into Russian territory. Estonia has joined. Now we have to wait for a while until this gets captured. Then we can move further. And Portugal. Hello, Portugal. And Slovakia. And gradually everybody will join. Oh, there's a fight here. Have reinforcements. After all, we do have a formidable military. Let's go to speed 3 with pausing. Are they trying to recapture this? They are trying to recapture this. I need to bring some troops back to Kaliningrad. I'm going to keep the area. Fortunately, our friends are helping us here join the battle. Mongolia has joined. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Move. Now, it looks like I have to keep troops here. That's fine. Captured by Finland. It's weird. I guess it doesn't really matter. And the United Kingdom has joined. Some of these are captured by Finland, and I don't know why, because I did the capturing. I guess ultimately it won't really matter. We should have more anyway. And Germany's on our side too. Took them a while. We have not been hit by any weapons of mass destruction yet. Is China involved in the war? We should see. It is not yet. Rush to occupy the most territory you can. Even South Korea joined. How's Mongolia doing? Well enough, actually. I'm just hoping that China doesn't join the war. Peace conference. Sure. Will it actually work? Peace offer rejected. Well, yeah, probably Russia was offered to give up all their territories. And the United States have joined, and so has Japan. Things just escalated a little bit more. The mass destruction has begun. They're launching a lot. Now, I did play a test game, and in the test game, China joined Russia's war, which is why I tried to become their friend this time. And so far, it seems to have worked. Can I leave this alone for now? I think so. Let's get all these troops ready. If you hold Shift and designate many regions, your troops will spread out to cover them like this. Yes, I would love for peace to come. Peace offer rejected. Well, I guess we'll have to just occupy the entirety of Russia, even Venezuela joined us. Are my rocket defense systems working properly? Looks like they are. Now, I turned the peace conferences off as the game recommended, so theoretically, if a peace deal comes, I should get all the territory that I'm occupying, which might be difficult to stomach with all the border guard that's gonna create, but we'll see. First, I need to win the war. Fortunately, China is not involved. God damn it. Wait, China has joined against Russia. In my test game, they joined with Russia. Well, that's amazing. If China joins, well, befriending them was the right choice. Hey, do you want to, join NATO now? Because, we're in the same war. Come on, China, join me. Or should I print money? I should definitely print money where it's necessary. My inflation is going up. That's what happens when you print money. Oh, I already did. I didn't think my befriending China would suffice for this to happen, but I'm glad. 23 regions, 23 divisions. Capture all of it. There's gonna be a lot of border guard. This is captured by Italy. This is captured by Czech Republic. Peace conference? Come on, join. Peace rejected. I am not surprised. I'm assuming once we capture everything, they will not have the option to reject. Haha, China joining NATO, yeah. Well, we are in the same war, so I had to try, but of course it's not gonna work. Even Egypt has joined. Everybody's joining this war. Now that it's clear that we're winning, it's a no-brainer to join a winning side. Bulgaria is capturing stuff here. Sure, why not? Wait, Belarus has joined. Which side? Are they the enemy? Probably. Wait, Belarus has joined. Am I at war with Belarus, or is Belarus at war with Russia? Huh. Belarus is they're my enemy, but they're not at war with me. So they're at war against Russia. There's an election, we don't really mind. There's still a lot of Russia to conquer. This takes quite a bit of micro, doesn't it? Kinda like early days of EU4 where you had to capture every single province, right? Oh, what is that? That is an enemy unit. Or is it? Nope, just someone we don't like. Come on, surrender already. We took half. Yeah, if you agree to the peace, you can still exist as a country. Maybe. Rejected. Well, I guess we're conquering everything. Norway wants to join the EU. Maybe not the best moment for it, but sure. Let's end this senseless fighting that I instigated. Well, no, I didn't. I only made sure that Vladimir's aggression was kept in check. Wonder if they can still reject peace offers if they're, fully occupied. Yearly report. Show me the military. Oh, I'm number 9 in the world now because I lost a lot of tanks fighting the Russians. Well, we're winning, so I guess it was worth it then. Oh, I need a new budget. Let's just do the default one, plus lots of military. Yeah, we'll just print more money. Inflation's high, currency strength is low, but we're about to annex half of Russia, so it will be worth it. I think we'll annex it. If I understand correctly, the stuff that we've occupied should go to us. But there's gonna be a lot of border guard, like Belgium will get stuff up here. But really fortunate that China did not join on their side. We're going all the way here. Peace conference. Are they still going to try and reject the peace conference? So, is this being retaken? This looks like it's being retaken. Let's fix that. So where exactly am I supposed to go to finish them off? Do they even control anything? Refugees, yeah, sure. Let's open borders from Ukraine, Italy, and Serbia. Why not? Try and do a peace conference again. Looks like Russia only controls Sakhalin, even though I put a lot of troops there. Let's get out and then re-enter. And these islands here, which I cannot reach. Can I use my navy to get over to these islands now? Oh, we only lost 11,000 people. That's pretty low. Well, it was all against one, wasn't it? Casualties, 85,000 on the NATO side, 6.6 million on the Russian side. That's... How are you not surrendering? We lost 10,000 people. Pity. Even the Seychelles joined against Russia. Alright, that's kind of funny. Okay, I think something bugged out with the peace conference because, as far as I know, I've occupied the entirety of Russia, with the exception of these islands, but they seem inaccessible even though there is connection. Looks like something's not working right with the peace conference, but this is a pre-release version of the game. It is all subject to change, and I am expecting it to change quite a bit still. How did you like my ploy to get Ukraine into NATO so that everybody would gang up on Russia? Fortunately, we were not hit by any weapons of mass destruction, probably thanks to all the defense systems here. Regardless, if the peace conference did work, we would probably get, all that bluish stuff is ours. So that was my big plan, to gain territory in the defensive war. I'm going to end it here. There's so much depth and detail here. I'm not sure I've seen that in any other game, so I'm really curious where this goes over time. I quite enjoyed my political meddling and setting a trap for Vladimir. Let me know what you think, and make sure to check the game out by following the link in the video description, and remember that it helps the channel out. Once again, this has been World Warfare and Economics, sponsored by Okron Studio, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.